And we're swirling and swooshing the water around the pan. We're trying to find the golden nuggets. Have we found gold? I see a golden chunk in my pan. Now I've got to make sure I don't tip it out. There it is. We've got a bit of gold. Oh my god, I'm going to be rich. Rich beyond my wildest dreams. Hello everybody and welcome to this Let's Play video where I'm going to be playing the new game Gold Rush. I don't know anything about it. This is my blind first dive into the game, pretty much. I have never seen the TV show that this is based on because I don't watch Discovery Channel. So yeah, apparently it's a game where you try to make a fortune from mining gold. So let's see what it's all about. Now, before we get too far into the video, I want to say right now, if you're watching this, hit the like button. Hit the like button right now, because you will forget to do it at the end of the video. I don't normally beg for likes, but, you know, it's time my content started getting the, you know, the reward it deserves for the time that I put into it. So please hit that like button. Do it. Hit it. Come on. Every view, leave a like. Right, so we're driving the truck. Now, I think the first place I've got to go to is the bank, because I need to buy a plot of land, a parcel as it's called. See, I've been learning the terminology and everything. A parcel. Truck's still moving. Why is the truck still... Oh, I need to put the handbrake on. I'm playing this game with a mixture of keyboard and mouse and controller, because some parts of this game definitely are much easier with the controller, and some parts of the game just do not work at all with the controller. You need to use the mouse and keyboard, like in these menu screens. So let's have a look, shall we? Right, we're going to the bank, so we need to just walk up to the door-y thing. The doory place of thingy goodness called the bank. And this is strange. One of the things I've noticed is a bit of a ghost town. There's no like NPCs, there's no traffic, everywhere's very, very quiet. It's a bit spooky actually. It's a bit sort of Walking Dead, zombie apocalypse type stuff, if you ask me. Right, parcels. So we're going... So there's a choice of 3 at the moment in the game. And I think we start at Old Arnold. So I'm going to buy that to start with, because I've got a bit of money. And then we need to go and get our equipment to do our mining. Our starting equipment, that is. You should disable the differential lock when you are on asphalt. The differential lock isn't on. I'm just saying. Just saying. The differential... In fact, actually, let's go to the gas station. The gas station's a good place, because I could fill the truck up. Fill the truck up with fuel, because it's only like half full at the minute. All the vehicles in this game, when you get them to start with, they're always half full. And it costs a fortune to fill them up. Right, I want the hose. And then we plug it in there, like so, and then we fill her up. And it's going to cost me $76 to fill up this gas tank. And I thought fuel prices in America were dirt cheap. That's like UK prices, that is. That's ridiculous. I thought it cost you like about $1 to fill up a car in America. Because, you know, they don't charge for fuel at all over there. Still trying to get used to all the controls. There's one that allows you to change the camera, I think. Yes, you can change the camera. There we go. We can go a little bit third person. Might make it a bit easier to drive. drive about and stuff. There we go. Who's ringing the church bells? Because there's nobody around. Nobody lives here. Right, we need to go to the store now. And I'm going to get lost because I don't know the map very well. No, it's definitely not this way, I don't think. No, this isn't right. Not right at all, this ain't. So, I think I should have kept on the main road. Then we need to go right, I think. And then the store's on the left, the warehouse, the mining shop, where you buy all your mining equipment, your small equipment. Right, handbrake on, engine off. Okay. And this is the place where they then dump everything once you've bought it. So this is the store. Now, I am playing this pre-patch. This is filmed pre-patch on Friday evening. So the default movement is walking, and you have to press a button to enable like a run. Well, they patched the game on Friday to swap that round. So if people are wondering why I'm moving very slowly, it's because this is recorded before the patch came out on Friday evening, which changed a few things in the game. So if you see certain things in the game and you think, well, hold on a minute, why is that like that? It's probably because, like I say, this save was started before the patch. That's why I've started with a bit of gold already, even though I haven't done any digging, and why I have got, I think, so much money to start with, because it's pre-patch. Right, we're going to need a bucket, because, you know, you always need a bucket. Let's take a couple of buckets. Now, when you buy things, there's a little meter that pops up. I'll show you when I buy some stuff. It says slots. It talks about slots. That's the actual space outside the little like loading area. So you can only purchase so much equipment at once before that area gets full. Then you need to go and move that equipment into your truck, and then you can buy more. Some people misconceptually believe that the slots thing is how much equipment you can have. So you can only have like 23. No. It's not a limit on you. It's a limit on the loading area outside. I'm going to take one of them. I'm going to need some mats. I think I've filled up, so at this point I need to go and load the truck up because I've filled the loading bay. See, I've used all the slots. Look, the buckets take up 12 slots. Ouch. Okay. And that little message screen, that's been added since the game was released a week ago, because people just didn't understand what the slot system was about and why they couldn't buy things. And it's because this area gets full of items, look. Although it's not really full of items, because I definitely think you could fit more. They only seem to like put the items in one row. I think you could get like a couple of rows of items in that area and increase the slot count considerably. So yes, you have to pick everything up by hand. There isn't a throw button. It's not like my summer car. There is no throw. So unfortunately, trying to put stuff in the truck is a bit of an issue. And again, this is pre-patch. So for anyone who gets the game now and starts playing the game now, you'll notice the truck I have has got wooden sides, railings on the side. they've removed those on Friday night with the latest patch. They've removed those, and they've fixed some of the physics of the truck to stop items falling through the truck and falling out of the truck when you're driving around. Because one of the big trolley things when this game first launched was the fact that your stuff would not stay in the truck when you were driving. You would drive back to your parcel, you get there and find half your stuff had fallen out on the way and was missing. So they've tried to fix that, and they've actually done it by removing the railings from the truck, which you would think would make stuff more likely to fall out, but hey ho. This game definitely, to me, from what I've played of it so far, having done a stream as well earlier today, which carries on from where this video ends, it feels very early access. To me, this is an early access game. I know it's sold and advertised as being a full release title, but that's been done by the publisher to coincide with, I think, the latest season of the TV show that this is loosely based on, starting in America. And I believe the game developers didn't want to release the game at this point in time because it's not really, you know, not everything's fully implemented and working. Like, there's a repair mechanic in the game where you need to repair equipment and stuff. That doesn't work at the moment, doesn't function. So you don't need to buy certain items and waste money on items because nothing breaks down at this point in time. You don't get mechanical failures on your equipment. And there's some other bits and pieces. Not all the machines that are advertised are in the game yet and working. So you can't get all the stuff. And there's loads of stuff still to be released later on in as the developers continue to develop the game and work on it. You know, it's bare bones early access, and I don't care what the publisher says or what Steam says or what anyone else says. It's an early access game. There are bugs, there are glitches, there is definitely optimization that needs to be made to the game, because it does get a bit framey at times. There does appear to be a memory leak, so when you've been playing for a long period of time, it really does start to slow down. And I would strongly recommend saving frequently, as I had a horrible issue where I was streaming this late Friday evening. I streamed for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and the game crashed and I hadn't saved. So I ended up rolling back. So when I streamed on Saturday, I pretty much started from where this video leaves off. And I had to redo all my progress again. And do you know what caused the game to crash? Going into the options screen to try and change the visual settings to try and improve the frame rate, to try and decrease the visual quality of the game, because I was getting shocking frame rate. I'm talking like 16 frames per second. Shocking. Which is diabolical for a game on my PC with an i7 processor, 16 gig of RAM, and a GTX 1070 FTW graphics card. No game should run at 16 FPS. You know, I should get 60 FPS solid, stable on everything, with pretty much max settings. So this game definitely needs to be optimised a lot more than it currently is. And certainly the developers want to fix the issue where if you go into the graphics settings to try and change those settings to make them lower, the game shouldn't crash. So they need to fix that. They need to bug fix that. So we're heading towards the parcel now, where I'm going to be digging for my gold and starting my adventures, my gold mining journey. Wow. Yeah, the truck is a little bit glitchy, let's just say. The truck at this point, when I recorded this footage, was very glitchy. Like I say, the patch that the developers put out Friday night has changed some of the physics on the truck to make it a little bit more stable, a little bit less happy to get stuck on things and glitch on things, and you know, it's a work in progress. Like I say, they're trying to bug fix now as fast as they can to make what has been released stable and playable, and then obviously they'll be implementing the stuff that's not currently in the game that should be, that they have advertised. So get out the truck. So we've got a little caravan. The caravan is where you can advance time by an hour, or if it's at night time you can sleep till dawn if you don't want to be working through the night. There is a tent which has a few things in it that are purely decorative. There's no real functional purpose of the tent next to me. Although that is where you find your gold pan and panning bucket, which a lot of people seem to have issues locating in the game from what I've seen. People are like, I can't find my pan, can't find the bucket, where do I buy one, where do I get one from? It's like, well, it's in the tent. It's in the tent, you idiots. There is like a journal in the game. If you press tab, it brings up your backpack, and there's like a journal type thing, which gives you some instructions on how stuff works and how stuff is. And then they have what they call DigTube, which is, I suppose, their take on YouTube, where they've got little videos that show you and like instructions on how to set up like things and do things. So definitely worth watching and checking all that out before you start diving into the game and complaining that stuff isn't working or you can't find stuff, because it does tell you, you know, read the manual. I know it's a strange concept in this day and age. People don't read manuals, but hey, this is one time where reading a manual's good, because not everybody can be gold mining-ologists. You know, we're not all expert gold miners here. So reading of the in-game information is very, very good for you to do. Take a few minutes to do that if you're playing the game. It'll save you a lot of headaches later. Right, bucket. I love plastic buckets with warning signs on them. Warning, this bucket is dangerous and could kill you. Oh, I wish they'd remove the stupid fences. I know it's nice that they decorate the map and everything, make it look nice, but it's just stuff that you get snagged on and caught on. It stops you from taking the fastest, the most direct route to where you want to be. I'll put my mats down on my sluice bin. What the objective here is, basically you put your soil and stuff into the top, into the pan, and then you obviously pour water through, just like sieve it through the pan, and then as the stuff's running, as like the water's running out, all there's like the small stuff, all like the dirt and grime and stuff like that will wash away, but any large particle materials such as, you know, stones, rocks, gold will get trapped on the mats, and then basically you take the mats off, rinse them in a bucket, and then you can start panning. You can then pour that stuff into a pan and start sieving through it, trying to just pick out the gold. So it's a couple of stages. Basically, you go from a shovel full of dirt to, you know, a little chunk of gold, and it's a process, an elimination process, going through step by step. So in here there is a pan, there's a table, a bench, looks like Walter White and Jesse Pinkman's meth lab. Maybe they're out here cooking, who knows, you know, maybe they get their cook on out here. Maybe that's why I've got so much money. They're renting my parcel, they're renting my tent to make their sweet blue meth. So you fill that bucket up with water and put it down somewhere, and then we go get the pan. Then we're ready. We're ready then, kids. We can start doing some digging. It's not bad as it's 4 o'clock on day one and we haven't even broke soil yet. We've just been getting everything set up. So, clock's ticking, so we'll drop that down there. Like so. Like so. Right, now we get the shovel out and we start to dig. We do when we know what buttons to press. What button digs? Digs. The Y button. Not the button I would normally have thought of as being the digging button. But hey ho. So now we get to the grindy part of the game where we're just having to dig. Dig soil. You know, 40%, the pan is 40% full. When it gets to 100%, then we have to pour water through it a couple of times. And then the mats will start to accumulate stuff. And they'll gradually go up by percentages. And then once they've gone up to a certain point, we take them off, rinse them, and like I say, then we start panning. So one more shovelful should give us the 100%. There we go. Right, we need a bucket now. We're going to fill the bucket up with water. Like so. Like so. And tip it in there. Aced it, nailed it, can't be stopped. There we go. Okay, we need more water. Definitely need more water. So we pour that in there like a... Oh, no. Oh, you stupid... Fucking... There we go. Magically, the water did not fall out of the bucket. That is some trick. David Copperfield, yeah. Right. One more bucket of water, I think, should about do it. In fact, let's fill up a couple of buckets while we're here. That's why we bought multiple buckets at the end of the day. And that should wash the rest of that through now. So the mats are now 4% full. It's going to take a long time to fill them to 100. A long time. So 10 shovels fills the pan. 1 pan fills the mats to about 4%. So, someone else can do the math, because I'm not going to. How many shovels does it take to fill the mats? There you go. There you go, kids. Work that one out. Well, simple. 100 pans... No, 100 shovels would be 40% on the mats. 200 shovels would be 80%. That's a lot of digging. You're looking at about, what, 250? Yeah, about 250 shovels to completely fill those mats to 100%. Yikes. That would be a lot of grinding. And having to stop in between every 10 shovels to pour 3 buckets of water through. It would take you days. It would literally take you days this way. So getting the automated, the pan pump would be a lot better, because that would save you a lot of time, because you wouldn't have to manually fill buckets of water and pour through. You could just focus purely on the digging. But still, it'd still take a lot of shovels to get to 100%. Oh, reach bedrock. Yabba dabba doo. I'm going to stand in the hole now. Dig in the hole. It's already full. You're losing pay dirt. Okay. So don't put more stuff in than you can hold, because it's a waste. This will become a lot easier later in game when you can hire workers to do this for you. Okay, so we're at 11% on the mats. Let's do a bit more digging. Obviously, the more we can saturate the mats, the more likely we are going to find gold when we start panning. %. Trying to get into an area where I can dig and not be stuck in the terrain. One more shovel. Tell you what, it's nearly night time. It's already like 5 to 7 in the evening. This day, first day, has gone very fast. Day 1 of the Gold Rush mining adventure. CWATTYESO has managed to set up his hog pen and has started to break soil. No gold discoveries have been made yet, but I'm sure in time he will strike it rich. There will be gold in them there hills. Maybe we should do some panning. Oh no, he's tipped the bucket over again. Oh, epic fail. Oh. Bucket, just be a bucket. You shouldn't fall over when you're full of water, you know. Look, shouldn't do that. Physics. Do you even physics, bro? Or is this another one of those derpyphysics.com games like My Summer Car? You know, if you can't do physics, you shouldn't be making games. So I'm going to dip my mats multiple times, because this is an exploit you could do on Friday, or up to Friday before the developers patched it. So now you can't do it anymore. You can only dip a mat once. But you can dip multiple mats in the same bucket. And probably should have got 4 buckets. Thinking about it, because then I would have had 1 bucket for each mat. But like I say, you don't need to do this now because it's been patched. You can now wash all 4 mats in 1 bucket. But you can only wash the mats 1 time. So you only need to dip them once. I still see on other YouTubers' videos people going, oh, you should wash the mats multiple times because you get more gold. And they don't realise it's been patched. It was an exploit. The devs have fixed it. It's like the cheat codes that were in the game. Left over from when the devs apparently did their beta test of the game. They left some cheat codes in that people were using to get loads of gold and loads of money right off the bat. Well, they've patched those out now, yet people are still trying to tell YouTubers and streamers that how to get loads of money and loads of gold. It's amazing how everybody who views videos on YouTube and Twitch and stuff are an expert. And I think to myself, if you're so good at the game, why aren't you playing it? Why are you watching someone else play the game? If you're the expert, you know, you should be doing it and making the videos and, you know, being amazing. Look, we got gold, look, we got gold, we've struck gold. We've got our first little chunk of the golden stuff. And I can't believe how dark it is in game at night. I hate games with day-night cycles. I'm going to go out there and put that out there right now. I hate games with day-night cycles because nighttime is the biggest waste of time in games because you can't do anything. You can't see anything. Pointless. And not giving people the option to change how fast the day and night cycles last is the biggest crime game developers can do if they have a day-night cycle in their game. Or at least, you know, they should give you an option to be able to change the gamma so you can actually see. Because right now I'm trying to pan for gold and I can't even see what's on the bloody path. I know you're probably not supposed to do this at night, but I can't see. And I've tipped everything off the pan. The water's not really going chocolatey, so I don't think there's any gold on there. I don't think the mats were saturated enough. I don't. Because there's not a lot of gold. I'm not finding any gold. Oh, there might be one little cheeky little chunk, look. Might just be. There in the middle of the screen. There it is. I very nearly gave up on that. I nearly threw that away. So you do have a headlamp, but then as soon as you go into tool mode or into any option, the headlight goes off. So the light in this game is completely broken. Doesn't work. Give it a swirl. Oh look, there's a little nugget. I can see it. Fishing out of there. We're rich beyond our wildest dreams. We've got 0.04 ounces of gold. 0.04 ounces, baby. Yeah, it is empty. I was just trying to see. I can't see a bloody thing at night in this game. Oh, the bucket's empty. You know what? I'm going to go sleep, I think. Sleep till morning. So I can at least see what I'm doing. Trying to pan at night is a complete waste of time. So go to the caravan. Sleep till dawn. Thank you. Now hopefully it'll be a bit better when I come to do my panning. Right, one of these... that bucket's got some sludge in it for me to sift through. Right, let's dip it in the bucket. It probably would have helped if I put that bucket on the flat, actually. That probably would have made my life a lot easier. The big bucket. Because I'm not able to fill this with water. Oh! Oh! Terrible disaster. Epic fail. Epic fail. Lost all my nuggets before I had a chance to sift through them. I don't think there was any gold in that, but if there was, we failed miserably trying to get to it. Well, let's have a look then. Come on. Oh no! Oh, thank God. I thought I'd glitched it then. I thought I dropped it right in it. See, I can't seem to dip the pan any lower in the bucket. Nope, not having any joy. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. I need to get that big bucket thing level, because it's not letting me fill up the pan with water. I need to put that somewhere where it's going to be... That's probably better. That's probably got it right now. I should be able to submerge the old bucket thing and get the old... Yeah, that's better, look. That's better. Then we can turn the milk chocolatey, look. There's a gold nugget. There's a gold nugget there. I can see it. I can see it, look. In amongst the meaty chunks, the dog food. There it is. A little golden nugget. And I love the sound effect when you pick it up. It sounds like he's snorting it. The guy is snorting gold. He's addicted. I'm going to give it another swirl around, look, big swirls. The water's not going chocolatey, so that must mean there's no more gold left in it. Oh! Bit more panning. Can we find some more of the magic? Oh, there's definitely a golden nugget there. I see it already. Yeah, tiny little bit of gold, look. Tiny little speck. And he snorts it again. God, this guy. I wonder how many ounces of gold he gets through a day with his habit. His gold snorting habit. Does the gold get him high? I wonder. Oh no, we've dropped the bucket in the river. Terrible disaster. There's some more gold there, look, I can see it, I can see it. Look at that, look. More gold. I can see the gold. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I pick it out of there? Pick it out. Oh, there we go. His little squeezy bottle. Don't think there's any more at this rate, because we you know, I didn't really fill the mats up a tremendous amount, did I? So getting to this stage is quite painful, because we're not going to get a ton of gold from this at all. No, want that one. It's the one in the river. The one you dropped in the river is the one that's got the stuff in, or should have the stuff in. In real life it wouldn't, because it would have been washed away by now, but hey ho. derpyphysics.com in this game. So swirling it and swooshing it and swirling it and swooshing it, and there's a bit of gold. We've struck gold. We've got another bit. Another tiny little nugget of goodness to add to our collection. We've got 0.1 of an ounce now, baby. 0.1 of an ounce. Let's tip it out. Let's tip the dog food out. The moist chicky chunks. The Baker's original. And then we pick up the little... There. Oh, I need to empty that. It won't let me fill it up unless it's empty. Don't think there's any more gold in there. We can give it a swirl, though. Give it a shake. No. Seems like at the minute I'm getting like one tiny little bit of gold each pan. I definitely should have shoveled more. Really should have got them mats up to 100%. Should have spent a couple of days just shoveling. That's effectively what you have to do. This game is a grind. Okay, the milk's going slightly chocolatey. It's like Nesquik, isn't it? Or Wheatos. Cocoa Pops. So does the milk chocolatey. They look like golden nuggets to me. There is a breakfast cereal called Golden Nuggets. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. I'm sure I used to eat it years ago when I was a kid. It's like corn it was, wasn't it? It's just great big bits of corn. Look like. No. No more. No more gold on that there pan. Oh, the bucket fell over again. The bucket can't be a bucket. derpyphysics.com. And we swirl and swoosh and swoop. Let me get one tiny bit of gold. At this rate, it's going to take us years to get rich. It's going to take us years and years and years to get rich. If this is all the gold we're going to mine in a day, in 2 days, 0.14 of an ounce. It's shocking. I don't know how they do it on the TV show, because like I say, I've never watched the TV show that this game is sort of licensed based on and stuff. So I don't know. I've never seen it, so I can't comment I would imagine they don't do their gold mining like this. Because I would struggle to see them making hundreds of millions of dollars doing it this way. Where's the pan? Pan's over there. Keep losing all your stuff. Keep losing all your equipment. Tell you what, this is a big starting area. If I'm going to have to shovel this by hand, it's going to take me ages to completely empty this area. Another little nugget in there, look. Tiny little piece of gold. Careful not to lose it. You'd think if you spilt it into the bucket though, you'd be able to just pick it out of the big bucket. But apparently you're not. Apparently it disappears. It's gone forever. Got another tiny little piece, look. Tiny little piece of golden goodness. I'm going to pick that out of there before I lose it. There we go. Look at him snorting that golden goodness again. 0.162 ounces of gold. Gold in them there hills. Don't think there's any gold in that lot. No, no gold in that lot, I decided. I could see there wasn't going to be a gold in that pan. Right, let's pan this. And then once this is panned, I think we will be able to... well, we're going to have a ride to the blacksmith to smelt it or sell it or something. So yeah, more digging required. A lot more digging. Oh, slowly slid into the hole. Gonna need a bigger shovel, mate. You really are going to need a bigger shovel. He's basically using a trowel. It's going to take him years to dig all that soil and put through that pan. This is definitely one of them games where you're going to need to put in thousands of Steam hours to make any progress. You're not going to get a millionaire overnight. Sorry, Rodney, this time next year we won't be millionaires. Oh, keep dropping the bucket. Drop it instead of use it. Because it's the same button. Same button, there's multiple things in game, and unless you're on the right pixel, you don't get the alternate function. So, when I want to fill the bucket, if I'm not on the exact correct pixel, you drop it instead of filling it. Right, so we've got the mats up to 4% now. We need about 25 times that much. There we go. Shovel master. I am the shoveling expert. Platinum trophy in shoveling. Look at that. Oh yes, no one can shovel better than me. Look at that. Shovelologist. One more, and then I'm going to have to get the bucket of water going. This is what takes so long, is having to keep stopping to fill these buckets. The sooner you can get the water pump system set up, the better, I think. If we can get to a pump. Especially with the derpy physics of dropping the bucket instead of filling it. Because we could literally just keep shoveling then, knowing that the stuff's automatically getting rinsed and washed through. I'm going back into my hole. I like my hole. It's a very big hole. It's a nice hole. It's my hole. Strangely, therapeutic though, this game. Sitting here doing this, it's very de-stressing. It's amazing, these types of games, how they you just sitting here doing these tasks, and everything just seems to melt away. All your stress and worries go and disappear. It's fantastic. You don't get this with action games and shooters, which just make you irritated and more highly strung. These types of games I find are very relaxing. The only trouble is, sitting here playing them sends me to sleep at the minute. I start yawning. It's like when we stream on Friday night or whatever, the other evening when I was playing. An hour and a half in, I'm like, oh, I need to go to bed, I'm tired. It relaxed me that much. But I ended up needing to go for a nap. It's the sort of game I would happily lay in bed and play if I could. But like I say, at the moment, the controls are a little bit glitchy in the fact that you can't use the controller in the menus. You've got to use mouse and keyboard, so I'd have to keep getting up, going over to the bloody computer every time. If you could just play it 100% with controller, it'd be the best game ever. I could literally just lay in bed all day, play it, snooze for a bit, play it, snooze for a bit, play it, snooze for a bit. So yeah, I just basically need to get enough gold from this first initial process so that I can go and buy a water pump, an actual proper water pump, and set it up so it's always flowing. There's water always flowing through that pan and over those mats, so all I basically have to do is shovel dirt into it. Once we've shoveled enough dirt, I can then just take the mats out then and rinse it, pan it. In fact, I could even buy a machine, get the wave machine thingy. There's a little golden nugget. Don't lose it. That's the first time I've seen them get caught on the gold actually correctly sort of almost stay on the ridges of the pan. That's what's supposed to happen, I think, but it doesn't do it. And I don't always know why. Swoosh and swirl. No, no more gold on there. Oh, I didn't empty it properly. There. Bucket. Still. Swoosh and swirl. Swoosh and swirl, swoosh and swirl. Any gold? There's a little bit. There's a little bit of gold. Need to get them big bits. There we go. Don't think there's any more. No. So we're at 0.2 ounces now of gold. Long way from the 5,000 ounces they talk about in the trailer for the new season of the Gold Rush, if anybody's watching it. I don't even know if you can watch it here in the UK. I don't know if it's on UK TV, whether it's just an American thing. I did try looking online last night to see if you could download it, but I can't find any decent torrents of the early seasons. You know, seasons 1 and that, because I'd want to watch it from the beginning to understand what it's all about. And it doesn't appear to be on Netflix or Amazon Prime or anything, so there doesn't appear to be any way you can like stream watch the show, unless I'm mistaken. If anybody knows where I can watch the Gold Rush show from first episode of season 1 up to present online, please leave the comment below. Let me know, because I would like to know what it's about. I watched a video on YouTube where they recapped, I think, the first 7 seasons in about 8 minutes, and that really didn't give me a lot of stuff to go on. Apart from there seems to be one bloke who finds loads of gold one season and then goes bankrupt the next. that's how he seems to alternate from making loads of gold one season to then going bankrupt the next, because he gets it all. He bets all his fine from the previous season on, and then he loses it all. And then there's like this young kid guy who is seems like a right know-it-all, real arrogant. He grew up in the business, the gold mine. His grandfather was a big gold mining bloke, and he seems like a real know-it-all, real arrogant douche. 20-year-old kid that, you know, thinks he knows better than everyone. And he seems to upset all his workers. And but maybe that's not how it is. If you watch, I probably need to watch the whole show. Like I say, watch every episode. They can't really give you the full details in a 8-minute YouTube video, because I'm guessing there's probably, with it being an American series, there's probably like 20 odd episodes every season, and if they're in like 8 seasons now, that's a lot of episodes I've missed. A lot of content. Another little bit of golden goodness there, look. Cool. I definitely need to improve my yield, because getting one little speck every pan, I want to get multiple specks. I want to see a whole pan full of gold, ideally. I want my pan, when I've dipped it in the water, to come up and there be more gold than dog food in it. More gold than rocks. I don't know if you can do that, whether there's a way to get that this process to that point, but that would definitely be the most efficient way of mining. Let me dip in there, look. Excellent stuff. Can't remember now. Oh, a little bit of nuggety goodness. There we go. Fish that out of there. 0.26. I wonder if I might, if I can get to 0.3. Drop the pan in the bucket, and the only way to get the pan back out was to pick the whole bucket up. Oh, I've nearly done it again, look. Oh, now I've got the now I've got the bucket on the slope again. Derpyphysics.com. We like derpy physics. Well, at least I can still fill the bucket up, man. There's a little bit of gold again. Only what? Ooh. Stop, 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 stop. It's thought the gold's supposed to stop on the ridges of the pan. Why doesn't the gold stay on the ridges? Right, I think if we pan all 4 of these mats, that'll give us our first little bit of gold. We can at least go and sell the ore. We won't have enough to smelt into bars, but at least we can sell the ore, and that'll give us some cash, which we can then use to buy the next part of the process, which will be the pump, to make life a lot easier for us. We can just concentrate on shoveling then. little nugget there. There's the one tiny little golden speck. I wonder if this game's scripted, so that you only get like one tiny little bit of gold until you've upgraded your process to the next level. And got the pump pan and everything. I wonder if it's deliberately designed to be like this. It seems funny how I just get one tiny bit of gold each time. I haven't found any like big nuggets yet. I haven't got lucky in any way. Love a little bit of golden goodness. We're getting there though, slowly, just doing enough. We've broke 0.3 ounces now. I know that's not a lot, but it'll give me enough cash to buy what I need for the next step of the cycle. Map number 1 is the only one I haven't done yet. So once we've washed this map, then we'll go and we'll have a drive back to town. I'm not really sure you can call it a town. There's no one living there. Ghost town. And we'll go visit the non-existent blacksmith, and we'll sell the ore and make some cash. Can't find any more gold in that there pan. No. No goodness. No golden goodness this time. Swirl and swoosh. One tiny little speck of goodness. There, look. Just hiding on the ridge, look. 0.356 ounces of gold. 2 days into our gold mining adventure, and we have found scraps. We've basically found dust, gold dust at the minute. No golden nuggets, no gold bars. No, we're just finding dust. We're finding specks. There we are, golden nuggety goodness. Right, that's it. 0.38 ounces. Time to head to the blacksmith, I think. We're going to sell it, and then we'll be ready to buy an upgrade to that system, because it's just too long. Having to keep stopping shoveling to pour water through the pan is just too long. It makes that process far too long-winded, so I'm going to automate it. I'm going to buy myself a water pump and the water pump pan, so it can be running, water can be running constantly through there, and I can just focus on shoveling. The more I can focus on shoveling, the more then I'm going to be able to get in the mats. The more I can get in the mats, obviously when I start panning, I will hopefully discover more gold in the pans, because right now I'm not finding a great deal. So yes, let's go and sell our first 2 days worth of mining, if I can drive the VAT truck without crashing, and yeah, we can get back. I went to turn the diff off, and instead I turned the engine off. Right. Oh, crashed into the blacksmith's car. Not that he'll mind, because I think he's dead. I think they've all been eaten. Everybody in this Alaskan town has been eaten by zombies, or kidnapped by aliens, or murdered by a psychopath. In fact, actually, on the map, Crystal Lake's not too far away, actually, on the map. I think they've been killed by Jason Voorhees. He's slaughtered everybody. Right. So we can craft the ore into gold. Smelting price is $12.1. I think we're just going to sell the ore for $373. So I should be able to buy a pump pan, and the hoses with that $300. I think I've done enough. I think I've achieved my. I've toiled for 2 days. It's time to make life a lot easier for me. Well, thank you for watching this video, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to leave your like. Remember to subscribe to my channel to see more of my content and be notified when I upload new content. And I'll see you all again soon.